What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a title called Gunhead. This is the newest title from the developers. There we go, I got to get inside the airlock. This is the newest title from the developers of Cryptark. I don't know if you guys ever played Cryptark before. In my opinion, Cryptark was one of those games that unfortunately just got, passed over. A lot of people didn't play Cryptark. I remember Total Biscuit covering it, but that was about it. It didn't get a whole lot of traction, but it was a really, really good, really high-quality game for anybody that hasn't played it before. Well, Gunhead is kind of like the sequel or adaptation of that title. Oh my goodness. It's the sequel or the adaptation of that title, meant to swap it into a completely different perspective. That is to say, first-person perspective, while allowing you to still remain doing the same things that you did in the previous game. If you've never heard what the premise of Cryptark or Gunhead is before, Gunhead is a game where you are a mech-bound salvager. So you're a guy in a salvage suit that's kind of like a big mech warrior suit. And you're going to take that suit, you're going to go down on into alien derelicts, and you're going to do your best to survive as long as possible to recover xenotechnology. But the catch to this game is every single system or every single ship is kind of like this spider web of systems that need to be activated, deactivated, and destroyed, and they're all interlinked in interesting ways. And so every single ship kind of is like this overall meta puzzle that you have to figure out the most optimal way to wipe the place out while at the same time completing your objectives, because every single ship has secondary objectives as well. Things like don't lose 5 health, or things like destroy 2 systems in 1 minute, or things like that. You get extra bonuses for completing those, and in completing them, you will then get access to new technologies and money and upgrades for your mech and stuff like that. Very, very interesting type of game. And so we're going to dive on in today. We're going to take a look at it. Hopefully it ends up being something that you like. This is not the demo of the game. The developers, in their infinite generosity, decided to just let me have the actual finalized version of the game. This is actually the build that's going to be going live on Steam a while from now when the game releases. And so this is not the demo, but there is a demo available. You can go get that right this second if you want to have it for yourself. The demo is available for the Steam Next Festival. I don't know if they're going to leave it up and operating after the Steam Next Fest is done. If not, I apologize for calling it out on video, but I don't have any control over what developers do or don't decide to do during coverage and whatnot of their games that I do. It's just kind of, sometimes they pull the demo after I say there's a demo for whatever reason. And from there, I look like a dummy on the internet. But that having been said, as of right now, there is a demo of this game you can play, right this second, if you wanted to go check it out for yourself. That link is down there for you. You can click on it. I've also got a link to my Discord and my Twitch stream, just in case you wanted to hang out live. So right now, I'm on a salvage mission, as you no doubt guessed, and we're in a very hazardous area that's actively trying to hurt me. And so I'm going to try to find my way to this shield generator system so that I can wipe it out so that the central cortex no longer has a shield on it, because the central cortex is ultimately the goal. It's what we're trying to wipe out and kill. What is this right here? Just an upgrade for my mech? Where's that at? Power up? Let me get it. So we can add a key at the beginning of every ship. Nice, that's pretty good. Red doors are locked. So if we take a look at the overall battle map for this game, basically anything that's inside of one of these green squares is a subsystem. These subsystems will frequently point at other subsystems like that one. Right there, for example, that's the one that it's actively protecting. So if you do a thing, bad stuff will probably happen. So if I hit this alarm system right here, it'll probably spawn a whole bunch of random turrets that will basically trigger, and then they will come out of the walls and open up on me, and the turrets in this game are actually quite deadly. This is a game that's very much focused on being difficult rather than being accessible. It's a very hard game. The first one was very similar, where it was an intensely difficult game that took a lot of getting used to before you were really going to make any progress with it. So we need to leave 3 systems up if we wanted to get paid for this mission. We needed to... I'm not going to destroy 2 systems in 30 seconds. That's just not going to happen. Technically, I could do the alarm and then the cortex, because they're in the same room with one another, but not that big of a deal. We do have an EMP blaster down there that we could potentially pull on in, and I think that's probably a good idea. So let's see if we can find our way to this door over here. The good news is we don't have a time limit on this one. I always fail the time limits in this game, man, every single time. We do have a repair bay over here, too. Where's it at? Repair bay? There you are. I'm going to go ahead and repair myself real quick because, like, why wouldn't I? Let's go over to this side, and we've got ourselves a key door. I'm going to open that real quick. I don't know if I have enough keys, but I'm doing my best. Looks like there's actually only, like, one enemy in here, so we'll just waste him really quickly. No, there's two enemies. Is he up above me? I don't know if he's above me or if he's below me, but I don't want to move too quickly, and since we're not dealing with a time limit right now, I feel like I don't really need to play the game at a breakneck pace, so I'm not going to. There he is. Go ahead and shotgun him down real quick while avoiding other hazards. A lot of these environments are destructible, or they have like extra hazards in them. You do not want to touch those hazards. Bad things happen. And we've got a recharging blaster with EMP damaging ability. Okay, I haven't been using the spike blaster anyways, so yeah, I can live with this. This sounds good to me. I'm okay with this acquisition. If I have another key, we can pop in right here, right next to the Cortex, and just wipe it real quick. We are able to do that. And so there's the Cortex. Let's go ahead and open up on it. We're going to need some pretty extreme damage to wipe this thing on out. And we're going to want to avoid the little bullets that it's firing at us too. As with all things in life, usually a good idea to avoid getting shot by bullets. We got shot by that one, unfortunately. And that one. Oh, yeah, there's lots of enemies around. There's lots of enemies, and they don't like me, but it doesn't matter because I killed the Cortex fast enough, and everything in the game dies when you kill the Cortex. The Cortex runs the entire ship, so it's now inert, and our government client can come in, and they can drag it back to whatever dry dock they're using, and they can get all the Xeno technology out of it, and that's the whole premise of the game. The previous game was two-dimensional and had a very stark... it was two-dimensional, had a very stark art style. I've noticed with indie games that, like, the first game, they always go 2D. The second game, they always go 3D. So I'm guessing working with 2D is supremely annoying.
You're handling yourself pretty well out there, kid.
And of course, there's Jerma doing voice acting for you inside this game. He was in the first game, too. We've got to pick a new wreck now, and so we can take a look at these. And one thing about this game is that it puts all the cards on the table. There's no surprises here. It tells you exactly what you're going into with each of these ships, and what you need to be worried about, and like what your overall objectives are and what you're trying to accomplish on the side. And so I spend an inordinate amount of time just staring at ships being like, I don't know if I want to do this one or this one. This one right here wants us to wipe it in under 7 minutes. It has a repair system, and it has a nuclear system. Those are both kind of difficult to deal with. In the first game, the nuclear system was like a bang for your buck play. So it lights off a nuclear explosion when you destroy the nuclear node, and it can kill you, but it can also like kill all the mobs and kill other nodes that are inside its radius. And so sometimes the nuke node lets you like do really cool things. Other times it's just a huge hassle and a pain in the butt. We've got tech over there. Okay, what does this guy have? Destroy every single system. I'm going to do that one, I think, because I like doing full clears. I'm a little bit fastidious when it comes to games like this. So what are we buying with all this money, and what are we buying with all these goodies? Well, you're buying roguelite progression. So effectively what they do is you come over to this licensing terminal right here, and this licensing terminal is going to allow you to unlock guns that you can equip at any time with any run. So every single run, you're kind of inchy squinchying closer to being able to use your favorite loadout every single time. You're not always going to do that. Your first mission always has randomized gear, but once you've got a little bit of money in the bank account, you can start building towards that perfect loadout if you want to, which I think is a fair balance, because with games like this and like The Binding of Isaac, every item that you unlock dilutes the loot pool. It makes it less likely that you're going to get that item that you really liked previously, whereas when they allow you to purchase it after unlocking it whenever you want, that kind of, I think, balances it out. So, like, on a run, you can choose to spend money on, like, overall mech upgrades, or you can spend them getting, like, that perfect gun loadout that you want. If you're wondering why the guns are kind of floating weird on screen right now, it's because I widened up the FOV pretty aggressively. The game does give you access to the FOV slider, but above, like, a certain setting, like I wanted, like, 100 degrees, 110 degrees of vision space, it makes your guns kind of float in front of you. And so it is what it is. I'd rather have the FOV, though, because I feel like when I'm playing this game, When I was on the default FOV, I felt like things were just constantly out of my eye line, like annoying the hell out of me. So we got to destroy all systems, destroy 2 systems in 30 seconds or less. We've got a clandestine system over here. I think the 30 seconds or less are probably unlikely here. We don't have anything that's grouped together very tightly. And you usually want like 2 systems in one room if you want to kill them inside of 30 seconds. It's going to be a tough one. We can also kind of like set it up, I guess. Oh, they've got exterior turrets too. That's fun. I want to get rid of the invisibility node first. Oh, that's a locked door. Okay, let's fly around the outside of the ship then and figure out where we can dock at. If this puts us near the invisibility node, that's what I would prefer. Like, that's the thing that I want to kill the most. You do have 6 degrees of freedom, kind of, in this game. You can't, like, rotate or anything. All of the ships are kind of assumed to have gravity on them. So right now, when you see me flying like this, I'm kind of fanning the space bar over and over and over again to stay in the air. This guy's got, like, armor. What are you doing over here, man? Yeah, I'm going to need you to... There we go. I'm going to need you to open up and make this happen. Did we have a time limit on this one? We did not have a time limit on this one. Good. I hate time limits. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here. And I think... Oh, we've got an upgrade, too. Where's the upgrade at? Upgrade? I think it might be in the next room to the south. Never mind. What I was thinking we should probably do is let's see what this gun is, too, real fast. What is this gun? Is it good? It's an autocannon. I'll take an autocannon. Yeah, that sounds beautiful. So this guy right here, we're going to have to shoot that little node right there. So what I would do is, I don't know if this corny play is going to work, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce its health down to like 1 HP. We're going to go to the next room. We're going to clear it out. We're going to break that node, come back in here, and then break this guy. It's kind of like a contrived way to get to where I want to go, but I think it kind of fixes what I'm trying to do here, especially since we're not on a time limit. Doors up here. Doors are always green squares on your HUD, so keep that in mind for navigation purposes. Does that thing just, like, take damage like the drone armor system? I don't actually know how to break this thing. Let's kill the little mobs first. Yeah, I was going to say, we got like a buzzsaw or something over here that I think needs to go. Oh my god, we've got like a flamethrower. Okay, we got flamethrowers. We got all kinds of bad things happening right now. Yeah, we got like a sniper turret over here. Oh my god. Okay, yep, we need to handle some problems. This is definitely a room full of headaches. Sometimes what'll happen is if a door is unlocked, the mobs from the next room over will come to investigate the noise. I'm gonna break all the turrets real fast, and I think this one has so many mobs inside of it because it's a centralized node with like a 4-way junction, and so this may have been a really bad idea. If we had a time limit, this would be a real messed up room, man. Wipe you out real quick. There we go. Okay, we do have limited ammo, so we will want to be careful about how we use this stuff. I don't know how I break this thing open. I guess you just break it open like that. That's pretty much it. And we want to go through that door right there when we're done. I'm trying to save ammo right now. You don't really have infinite ammo. And so I'm trying to save it as much as possible by not breaking all of the armor segments, because that'll be kind of like a headache to deal with. So we break this guy. There we go. Drone armor system neutralized. Then we come back in here. We break that guy. So we should have broken the 2 systems. Yeah, 12K for that one. Very nice. I am allowed to fix my systems too, so I'm probably going to repair in this next room as well. Just to kind of get... Actually, I thought I saw a repair node. I guess that I didn't. I swear to God, I saw a repair node around here somewhere. Alas. There doesn't appear to be fall damage. We appear to have very, very good suspension on this mech. It's a mech with strong knees. We also have a unlock over here. There we go. +1 to your max health. So we now have an armored plated trait on our mech. Very cool. One thing I would like to see, I don't know if that counted as taking a damage. That might have counted as taking a damage. I don't know. We need to wipe out this other shield system over here. So that's got to go. There is a heal node inside of here. And ideally, in a perfect world, I'm pretty sure that, like, there shouldn't be too many turrets in here because all of the mobs already kind of converged on that last room that we were in. So, like, I feel like we're probably solid. It does look like there's a bunch of mines down there, so I'm going to pick those off real quick. We're not hit scan right now, so I still have to lead them. Let me get the heal real quick. Cool, looks good. And then we've got to break this guy. These things are a real headache when they've got like a alarm node attached to them. These things change and they do different stuff depending on what other systems they're linked with. And so it can be a massive headache sometimes if you get unlucky with the RNG and you get things connected to one another that you wish were not connected to one another. What are you, a heavy machine gun? A heavy caliber machine gun? Okay. We could swap out the blaster for sure. It says that it has prodigious recoil. It's a little concerning. I don't know how I feel about that. The EMP doesn't really seem like it does much though, so... I don't feel any recoil at all. Feels totally fine to me. I'm not sensing any problems. I thought it was going to make me like slide backwards in midair or something. And I tend to get a little bit annoyed by weapons that do stuff like that mechanically. No, I don't think they're like bad in video games. They just tend to not be to my taste. Like I tend to not pick the weapons that make you slide around when you fire them and whatnot. We've got a door lock over here. It kind of fires slightly to the right of the reticle too. They're going to want to get that centered. Actually, I think all of the guns do now that I'm looking. Yeah, both of my guns, they fire slightly to the right of the reticle. So either they're going to want to move the reticle to the right a little bit, which is like the easy way to fix it, or they're going to want to adjust that ever so slightly so that the bullet converges a little bit better. We got a whole bunch of stuff we got to... Oh, man, heavy machine gun shreds them, dude. Yeah. Heavy machine guns got that essence of murder inside of it. You love to see it. This is covered by a shield, which apparently I failed to account for because I'm big and dumb. I have a key, though, so what we'll do is we'll just go out the airlock over here. We'll swing around the outside. Oh, yeah, there's jump pads and stuff, too, in case you're into jump pads and things. Let's go ahead, and we'll swing out this way. And it looks like this is our guy right here. Ah, that's why it's not attached to the rest of the... Oh, God. All right, anti-aircraft fire. Fair enough. What you guys got going on in here? Anything to worry about? We rock solid over here, or like what? You're dead. I definitely would love for you to be dead. God, those guns hit so fast, dude. They're really hard to dodge. I'm going to fix my health real fast, too. We still haven't lost 5 health, I don't think, so we should be okay. I think we've lost like 2 or 3. So as long as we don't take any more, we should be all right. There we go. Wipe that out real quick. There's a power button right there. I remember what the power button does. An item station. It's a pocket-sized teleporter. Gotcha. We need to wipe out the lock system so that we get the bonus. So let's go get the lock system. And you can kind of see that effectively every single one of these space stations is kind of like a really, really bad cable config that's all like tangled around itself, and each thing that you destroy kind of eliminates one of those little wires that you have to deal with. Oh, I gotta hack it? Okay. I forgot about the hacking minigame. There we go. Is it hacked? It is indeed hacked. All right, let's wipe that guy out. He's now done. Loving the ammo efficiency versus the DPS that I'm getting out of this machine gun, by the way. Just an utterly fantastic device that's got me like 7 different shades of Husky right now. It fires a little slow. It could DACA a little bit quicker. But that being said, I'm proud of you, little machine gun. Don't ever let those things they say about you affect you, all right? Don't let it ever change how you live your life, little perfect machine gun. I love you for being what you are. All right, where's this brain at? I gotta wipe it. Oh, God. Okay. Yep, gotta kill the turrets first. Those are definitely the most dangerous to our free money stacks. Brains down there. Let's focus on getting all the little supplementary mobs killed first. Oh, there's another one over there, dude. I don't even know where my health's at this point. I don't know if I failed it or not. I mean, it hasn't gone with a little minus sign yet, so I assume that we're okay. There's some kind of mob back there that we got to deal with, too. That system, it looks like I can kind of sort of hit, maybe. Oh, it's got like one open door. Gotcha. Okay. I don't like fighting with my back to this thing. I would definitely prefer it not be going like that. I'm going to get hit in the back with a bullet and lose my bonus. I don't like it. All right, hazard system's down. Now we just got to kill that brain. What was this pickup right here? Oh, yeah, it was a teleporter. I don't want the personal teleporter. I don't care about it. It's not that meaningful to me as a device. There we go. Brain's half melted on one side. This is your brain on drugs. I think I got everything. Hopefully I wiped everything and we got all the bonuses. I don't think I missed any systems. I probably should have double spot checked before I go. I tend to like, yeah, okay, I just got an achievement. So we have an autocannon, we got an armor pickup, we got the heavy machine gun, and we picked up a really solid amount of cash. So it looks like we got paid in the realm of, yeah, dude. We've got like 74,000 to go shopping with. My body's ready. Oh boy, all these three are mean, dude. All three of these are a problem. I guess they're only a problem because I care about the secondary objectives, and these all have rough secondary objectives. So we have to destroy the sentry first on that one. That one's got a double repair system, though, which is gnarly. The double repair system might be a headache, but let's go ahead and send it, because I ain't no punk, bro. I can do this. Double repair systems are oftentimes concerning, but I think we can handle it.
Some sort of synthetic webbing matrix. I'd say we're on the right path to finding this matriarch target.
Goody. Just what I like to hear. There's webs everywhere when I go inside. I do like shotguns. Shotguns are pretty fun in this game. Looks like to purchase this shotgun. Oh, we already own the shotgun. Okay, never mind. We've got a frag gun. We've got a burst fire shotgun. Okay, that sounds sick. Just like thunk, 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 thunk. I could get down on that. I don't like burst fire guns, but when they're burst fire shotguns, I kind of like it. Unpredictable rockets, homing rockets. Let's get some homing rockets. Yeah, dude. I'm down with the homing rockets. Let's do that. Homing rockets feel like they'll be helpful. Let's go have a look at this ship and see what we can get done here. But yeah, I don't really have any complaints about the game. I think it's pretty good. I think it's a nice culmination of all the things that made the first game entertaining, packaged into a first-person shooter, just to make it have like a different flavor from the previous title. All of our guns are like a little bit low right now. Can I have my missile launcher? Huh, I thought you got one for free when you bought one and you could slap it onto your mech. Like, I thought the first time you bought a license, you got the thing for free, but I guess not. This is where you can check your stats, by the way. Honestly, it's a simple game, but it's a simple game with enough of a core gameplay loop that I think will get people addicted. Like, I'm trying to do my part here because I always felt like Cryptark was really overlooked for how good of a game it is. And Gunhead is effectively just first-person shooter Cryptark. Like, the games are basically the same premise, the same ideas, the same applications, but we gotta do this in under 8.5 minutes. All right. So they wanted... That's the boss lady, huh? Biomechanical spider. Fun. Super fun. They want us to kill the sentry first, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill that sentry right there. After we kill the sentry... We're not going to kill the sentry completely. We're going to get it down to like 1 HP. We're going to come up to here, clear this room, get that down to like 1 HP. We're going to break this, go back, break this, I think. We'll also probably want to wipe out the factory node. That produces never-ending spawns, if I remember correctly from the first game. So we'll probably want to knock that out too. We're going to need to zigzag across this hallway a lot of times. Luckily, none of the shields ended up being on the repair nodes, so I feel like we're still in solid shape, but let's get on in here. But yeah, really no complaints about this one that I've seen so far. This is one of those games that I would describe as simple but effective, you know? Like, it's one of those games where the core gameplay loop is not crazy wild and, like, out there or different from the previous. Oh, yeah, dude, I didn't want to fire my guns at all. I hate this blaster, dude. I need to replace this blaster. It just does not have enough ammo in the tank. So that thing's firing guns at me. All right. What about you? What do you have going on over here? Man, what a room. Then again, I guess a room that says it's the sentry room probably has a lot of guns in. So what? That was a bug. I got shot through the floor, dude. That sucks. All right. Well, never mind. That's a bug right there. So we found one. We found something to complain about. Looky there. Oh, somebody's shooting at me from behind. Yeah, that'll do it.
Whoa! Better have a good exit plan when destroying systems.
Yeah, I do. I have an exit plan, and I'm putting it in motion. I'm gonna kill this guy right here, just very, very quickly. Where's it at? There it is. The repair node should not be that complicated, but now we need to jump across the hallway, and we need to get the other repair node inside of 60 seconds, while also apparently taking huge amounts of gas trap damage. I don't know what that was or why it hurt me so badly. I'm a little bit confused, but we don't have time to worry about it. I don't know what triggered that or what happened right there. I must have stepped on a mine or something. I don't know. I didn't see exactly what took place, all right? I kill you. South of us. Oh, it's a nuclear explosion. Yeah, that's what it is. I remember now. When there's a nuclear node in play, every single thing that you destroy sets off a nuclear explosion. I totally forgot about that. That is definitely a real thing. That's what's been damaging me. Okay. That's one of those little pieces of info I probably should have remembered at some point. I'm gonna need a repair node real bad. That's what I'm gonna need right now. There's one right around the opposite side of this wall. But I gotta get to it first. Where's it at? There it is. All right. Health is back. We've got 3 HP to play around with. Whoo, buddy. We got a whole bunch of... We got all the HPs in the world to work our way through this. Nothing inside that room, so I'm just going to say I don't care about it. I'm going to kill you. Weird little hallway full of shielders. I'll just grab the health real fast. Take you out, take you out. All right. This is Gunhead. I hope you guys liked it. I totally forgot that, like, I'm supposed to be... Yeah, we lost our 5 damage right there. That's a bummer. I totally forgot that I was supposed to be, like, filming a video and doing impressions commentary and stuff. Guns feel good. Movement feels good. I think they should automate the spacebar. Having to tap the spacebar all the time to stay in the air gets a little bit annoying. Having, like, a simplified flight mode where you, like, double tap spacebar and it puts you in flying mode and you just move around like wasp in midair. It would get rid of some of the floatiness, which I think kind of would suck, because the floatiness and kind of like the up and down in this, the gravitational stuff, feels pretty good. But that having also been said, do you do a nuclear explosion? You do not do a nuclear explosion. I have a railgun too. Hell yeah. Railguns are awesome. Let's go get the factory real fast. But I think simplified flight controls for people that have carpal tunnel or whatever else and can't fan the thumb all the time. I've probably pressed my space bar about 500 times in the last 30 minutes of this video. And that's the one thing that I noticed got a little bit tiring, is that, like, I don't really... Line of sight is so blocked a lot of the time in this game that I'm almost always, like, vertical, basically. I like to be in the air. It makes things simpler. So I gotta destroy that thing. How do I destroy it? Do I gotta hack it? I think I gotta hack it. Do I gotta hack it? Nope, I don't gotta hack it. It shot me in the face. Ah, it opens up from time to time. Well, there you go. Factory system has now been neutralized, and none of my mistakes will be punished because there's another healing station right there. I think in the first game, the healing stations costed money, if I remember right. I'm gonna need to swap out a weapon. We got a mortar, a high-speed bomb that explodes on contact. I'm almost out of heavy machine gun bullets, so let's do it. Yeah, I can live with that. That seems all right. A nuclear detonation charge. It has a 5-second fuse. You do have a special ability on top of your other weapons, in case you didn't know. The special ability is triggered with your F key, if I remember correctly. Or maybe it's like the 1 key. The F key appears to be like a bullet shield that I can put up. There's also an upgrade to my chassis inside of here. There we go. Kinetic buffer, consisting lower push from enemies' attacks. Nice. Okay, that'll be good, especially in rooms where there's a lot of like floating hazards and whatnot. But I like it. I think the game is pretty cool. I don't really have too many complaints about it, other than like having to thumb the space bar a lot. But that might just be because I'm playing the game wrong and I'm not supposed to be flying as much as the game lets me fly. I don't know. You hear one Sugar Ray song too many in the 90s, you know what I mean? And then here we are, all this time later, blowing up ship systems. Wow, that mortar's got like a fire rate on it too. Okay. We're gonna have to be careful with the ammo, I suppose. I don't know if there's a way to refill ammo for guns that you have. These right here are weapons. I know they look like ammo crates, but they're not. I would like to see ammo crates added on into the game. Just the main reason being is that, like, sometimes I like to play with the guns that I like to play with for, like, a long binge session. Games that force you to rotate guns, it's fine. But, like, I tend to be a very, very polarized person when it comes to weapons. And I have bounced off of games before just because, like, they kept forcing me to use weapons I don't want to use. And so being able to refill your ammo for like all your weapons for like 20k or something like that might be a cool option to add to make it roughly as like expensive as unlocking something, I guess. You know me, aftermarket pots. Aftermarket pots. Alright, so I gotta wipe out, what's this? I wanted to show you guys the spider lady too. Where's the spider lady at? Oh, I went a different way. Okay, I gotta go this way then. Let's go this way. You can get moving pretty fast in this game, by the way. You have a lot of dash, and you have a lot of boost. So if you're a speed demon, this game might also be for you. What weapon is that? Another rail cannon. I'll swap out the one I have because I fired a couple rounds. Spider lady. Oh, it comes to life. Oh no, where is it? Oh, there it is. I thought it was the thing on the ceiling. Oh, I blew its leg off. Hell yeah. That's pretty cool. There we go. Is it down?
Hey! It looks like the fly knocked out the spider. Now, can we torch this place? It's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, nobody likes to have the heebie-jeebies. Let's get on out of here. I'm blessed with a wife whose entire family is from Philadelphia. And so that's not exactly what family reunions are going to sound like, but you're definitely going to hear people talking about water ice, you know, dropping their eyes. Oh, wow, it penetrates, bro. It blew, wow, the railgun went through and blew up the other side. Either way, that's another successful mission. This is Gunhead. Hope you guys liked it. I think the game's pretty cool. I think it's pretty enjoyable. I have little minor gripes, but all of them are easily fixable or maybe just personal problems. I'll see you later. Take care, folks.